So hopefully all your parents are here with you. And I'll essentially go through the program and see and really let you know what we are trying to do here, how everything is going to work out from our side and what the expectation is from your side. And then there will be quite a bit of time reserved for question answer at the end. Sadly, we have already used 12 minutes for getting the audio up and running. That's bad, but we'll try to cover up time as much as we can. So the agenda today is there will be a short MCQDB introduction just for the guys who are joining us for the first time. Then we'll talk about what are the key pillars for MCQDB guaranteed selection program to run. What is the methodology? We'll also talk about how does this program really work, and then we'll take question and answer. We already have quite a bit of pre-submitted questions, and we'll go through them, and then we'll take live questions. And the live questions will, as you take, my colleagues will take a note and they will pass them to me. So, yep, that is going to be the program in general. Now, let's go. So for those of you who don't know what MCQDB is, how it got started, I'll just go through it. MCQDB is founded by me and Arjun. I'm Gautam, by the way, since I've not introduced myself. Both of us are IITians. We are pretty close friends. We connected together at IIT Bombay. We did our jobs. But really, we started MCQDB to give back to place where we come from. And it was really a result of us knowing the technology very well and then saying, okay, how can we use it to help students really prepare in the right way? We have seen over and over again, I had pretty close friends who would do they would put a lot of hard work, but the result won't be there. And we did something different, and now we are just trying to give it back. So MCQDB is a platform that is all geared towards allowing to guide you to your success. Our vision literally is to make every hardworking student succeed in achieving their goal. Remember, that is every hardworking student. We cannot make it work if you are not working hard. That is the prerequisite. Also, selection guarantee program, which we are starting right now, is really to let you know that we believe in our program and we are willing to take a guarantee on it. Now the onus is on you. Do you really believe in yourself and are willing to work with us? So that is the selection guarantee program. No one has done it before because, to be honest, all I can say is maybe they are not that confident with their methodology. We are. So we are just doing that. Now let's go to the 4 pillars of guaranteed program. These are very important things. Without them, the selection guarantee program will not work. The pillars are motivation, discipline, planning and guidance, and essentially weekly reports. That's the feedback. Are you really working the right way? And that feedback should allow you to fix your preparation if there is any issue with that. So let's go through it. The first one is motivation, as you would imagine. The most important thing is this we do not control. This you have to really create it from within, or really use your friends and your parents to achieve it. Without motivation, nothing is going to happen. That's the first prerequisite, which is out of our control, but in 100% of your control. In this motivation, as I said, work with your parents. If you're feeling down, make sure they understand where you are. Make sure they start helping you understand how the small progress that you're making and celebrate it. If possible, get your friends, close friends, start working with you in the same platform, the same way. That way, there are more than one person who's working together for the same goal. One is down, the other one can pull him or push him through. Motivation is the key. Without it, nothing happens. The second biggest pillar is discipline. If you have the motivation, you should be able to create a discipline. And discipline is all about saying, I know what I need to do now. The first thing in the morning, I will wake up at so-and-so time. You wake up at so-and-so time. You say, first thing in the morning, I'll complete my daily revision. You complete your daily revision. You will say, from here to here, I'll prepare for subject 1. Here to here, I'll prepare for subject 2. This is where I'll do deep revision. Those are the things that you have set up in your timetable. Discipline is saying, follow your timetable to the dot. If you make an excuse today, I'm sick, I'm not really motivated, I'm really not doing it, just remember, these are the same excuses that you will give when the result comes out. You cannot use excuses. Discipline is the most important thing. Again, something we cannot control, your parents can, you can. And which is why we are really asking parents to be here. We really want their help to make sure the discipline is kept for next 6-8 months. There is no working without it. So these are two things that are out of our control, that is under your control and your parents' control. The next two things is under our control, which is planning and guidance. And what we will be doing here is we'll be helping you to plan how to complete the syllabus first, how to do revisions, how to memorize everything that needs to get memorized, how to really analyze yourself, find out the mistakes and change your strategy. Sometimes it may also be, if you're not that strong, we may want to ask you to say, go put two extra hours in preparation. It will be work, and we will keep planning you and telling you you are missing this point when you're preparing. You are not looking at these subtle points when you are going through your study through the book. When you are looking at the questions, you are going too fast, you are going too slow, don't have your confidence. These are the tricks that you can use to build up your confidence. That will work with you. We'll keep telling you by looking at your results on weekly basis. But this is, again, our responsibility to make sure your preparation is planned properly and you have proper guidance going through it. The final thing that is going to make everything work is weekly report card. This report card is pretty much focused on your effort. Are you putting the right kind of effort? Are you following the guidance and the plan that we have set up for you? We are not, again, we will be looking at the results that are coming out, and looking at the results, we may ask you to change something, but the report card is all about, are you doing it right? Are you sticking to your discipline? Are you sticking to your commitments? That is the most important thing, and that will allow us to iterate through your preparation on a weekly basis. I'll be working with my colleagues to make sure everything looks good, and we can give you the right kind of advice. The most important thing is when the exam comes, the results should not be surprised. If you have not followed through, you will not be surprised. If you have followed through, you will not be surprised. There should be no surprise in the result. That is our goal. So moving on to our methodology, like how do you prepare? Everyone out there says prepare this way, prepare that way, but really there's only one way to prepare, which is revise. Everything that you have learned, revise as soon as possible. Make sure there's a mechanism to capture all your learnings. So that is how it starts. First thing we always say on a daily basis, without skipping any single day, even if you are sick, even if you are in marriage, if you are whatever it is, you never skip it. If you skip it, you are just saying, Gautam, I don't take you seriously. I'm not serious about my selection. And that is daily revision. The daily revision is the key cornerstone of our methodology. You do daily revision properly. You make sure every mistake that you have made in the last 3-4 days is really being corrected. We will not let the mistake go till you correct it. And that is the part of daily revision. We will make sure you remember it. That is where things start from. Then is a steady practice loop. So this is very interesting. I'll tell you, I've worked with many students, and it's very difficult to get it across. Many students will say, sir, you don't have notes. But sir, you don't have videos. But sir, this and that. The thing is, doesn't matter. You have NCERT book. In biology is what we are talking about. Questions will come from the book. The book is, I would say, dense, but dense enough. It has all the knowledge put in perspective. And what we are saying is, take a topic within the book, not the chapter. Take a topic in the book. Read that topic. It's going to be 2 to 3 pages, nothing more than that, very small. And then spend remaining time, 40-45 minutes, practicing questions from that topic. That is what we have already done. We have taken all the topics, or we are already doing it to make sure you have everything ready for you. Every topic will have questions for that topic. By the way, this topic feature is only available to premium users, and dropper plan users. It's not available to free users. So this is how it is. You read the topic, then you practice. Keep practicing till you get almost all the questions correct. This way of practicing allows us to learn which exact lines you do not remember, or you have difficulty remembering, and that we will use in further revisions down the road, right? It will help us to really see what is it that we need to focus on down the road. Now, when you are practicing in biology, you need to make sure that you get, if you get first attempt correct, like remember we have 2 attempts for every question. If you get the first attempt correct, always open the book, read the book, use the book to try to get the second attempt correct. Keep doing it. If you do it enough in that 45-minute time, you will see during the tail end of it, you'll start getting pretty much all the questions correct. You stop practicing when you get 10 out of 10 questions correct in the 10 question streak. This is very important. Remember, biology, we are targeting towards 95+% marks. Only way that is possible is after reading the topic, you get 10 out of 10 questions correct in a single streak. If you can't do that, you know where we are heading. Now, once you have completed the chapter through a small topic, only after completing the chapter, you start flashcards. Flashcards are very small, very fast, but we do it one day after it, just so that whatever you had memorized, whatever you learned, let it settle in your memory before looking at this flashcard. Then you do that flashcard and bring that flashcard in your flashcard rotation. Flashcards are different than daily revision. The flashcards you are expected to do 3, 4, 5 different times a day, 5 minutes a streak. Nothing more than that. Just keep doing it. And that will just make sure that you are remembering the points that are difficult for you to remember. It will help crazily at the exam time. Now when we go for physics and chemistry, there's some differences here. The first difference is the ratio in biology is more like 1:3, 1 minute reading the book, 3 minutes practicing. Questions you go through much faster. In physics and chemistry, it may be different. It may is like 1 minute you go through notes or formulas or whatever the basic thing is. Depending if it's physical chemistry or physics, that's the thing. In organic, you can follow the biology concepts. But for every minute that you spend on notes, you need to spend 5 minutes in practicing. The rule applies here is different. You want to get a 9-question winning streak before you go to the next topic. 9 questions important. We want to get around 85%, 80 to 85% in physics or chemistry. And we can only guarantee it if you're doing 9 questions out of 10 streak. This is right after reading the concept. So remember, after a long time, you'll forget it. And through revision, we'll pick it up. But this is when you stop doing the topic. Simple one. Now, then the question comes up, okay, Gautam, you have asked us to do so much. How much time do I have to give you? So here what I've done is like I've tried to say we want 9 to 10 hours daily basis. But let's also compare against how much time do you spend in schools. So what we are asking here is every single day you'll be doing daily revision. It could be 1 hour, 1.5 hours, 45 minutes, totally depends on you. But that is something you need to take seriously. You will also be spending 3 to 4 hours depending on the subject or the chapter that you're going through that day or subject one. Now we have scheduled things with 2 subjects a day. It could be physics and botany or chemistry and zoology, or essentially one physics or chemistry and the other one is one of the biology subjects. So that's a combination you will be doing every single day, just so that you have a mix of both of them. But yes, 3 to 4 hours each subject includes going through the notes and practicing. That's a big thing. 15 to 30 minutes of flashcards on the whole day. And when the revision comes up, we'll reduce some time here. But again, end to end, it's going to be somewhere between 9 to 10 hours. If you look at school and you are trying to prepare, you see there's going to be 11 to 12 hours. By the way, 9 to 10 hours for next 6 months, I don't think it's a difficult thing. When it was for us, we were able to do it much better than, like we were really hitting 12 hours. when we were preparing for IIT. So this is totally doable, well within the range. Again, if you want to succeed, you have to give time. Without it, it doesn't come for free. So this is how the time division goes up. So you see the daily revision time, which is in purple, is always kind of constant. Your study, which is completing the syllabus, initially is the big part, but it will narrow down and taper off with only revision at the end. And at the end, we'll just keep doing revision. That is the one big thing that we want to do. Our goals for the number of marks we want to get is following. It should be around 340 plus, that's plus 95% or so in biology, 135 plus in physics, and 145 plus in chemistry. The reason physics is lowest is I realized that most of the students going for MBBS are not so strong in physics. And literally, it's not that because they are not strong, it's that they have made a mindset that physics is difficult for them. Through a lot of practice, you will be good at it, you will become good at it, but just I've seen people trying to give up on physics. We will make sure you don't do it. We'll keep reminding you if you're missing up on physics. But these are the goals that we want you to achieve. Now, finally coming down to selection guarantee plan and saying what exactly is it, right? So again, as you say, we have already gone through all the key parts of it. The first part is we'll send you a study plan, which is going to help you cover the syllabus in next 3 to 3.5 months, something like that, right? We'll have weekly review of your efforts, making sure are you putting the right amount of time. This review will also be shared with your parents or your coach or someone else who can make sure that you are really putting the right time. Without it, it doesn't work out. Once the revision starts, we will start suggesting you what to revise, man. This will be based on if something is there that you haven't touched in a long while or you are weakened. So that's the combination we'll do. Our goal is to complete at least 2 to 3 revisions before the exam. For most, if you are strong, you will be doing 4 or 5 revisions. But remember, this program is personalized towards the revisions part of it. It may or may not be 4 to 5 revisions. It may be less, it may be more. It totally depends on how strong you are getting in towards the exam. The final thing is we will also try hard to finish at least 45,000 questions. If you break it down, 180 days, 45,000 questions, you have to do around 200 questions a day. In fact, more like 300 questions a day. And that is where the bulk of practice is going. You are practicing a lot to cover around 300 questions a day. If we don't do that, we don't cover 45,000 questions or so. If you have covered the 45,000 questions, when I say covered, we means we will correct 45,000 questions in our database. Not attempt, but correct them. And that is where you will get your marks. So, okay, so the next part is, if I hope you understand what we are trying to do here. We'll take more questions, but now let's go to Q&A section. I'm just running through things because we were a bit late to start with. So, pre-submitted questions, just make sure all the questions here are covered. You are feeling comfortable with them. And give me a second before I go further. Okay. So I'll keep getting questions here now. I just set up the team. So please send me the questions. We'll go through the questions that I already have. First question is, will there be personal doubt solving? The kind of plan we have, the personal doubt solving will not be possible. Though we will try hard to make sure any question that you ask in discussion board, our teachers, our faculty will answer them there. But personal will not be possible. We are not a coaching institute. We do not have that one-to-one. We cannot spend that time. One-to-one doubt solving is very expensive time-wise, and we are not charging for that. To be precise, we don't think that is required for success of the plan. The second one is, will there be one-to-one guidance? That is true. The guidance will be personalized to you. We'll be looking at all your key metrics and then giving you the guidance saying you are not strong, your fundamentals are weak, go read notes again, you are not making sure You are not taking easy questions correctly. In fact, you are missing the point that questions are easy and you are trying to make it more complicated. There will be a lot of things like this. You are not memorizing things, you are not completing your revision. You have this is a topic you need to focus more on, go do that again. All that will come to you, and that's a one-to-one guidance, but it will be mostly on email, not on a call. Again, taking call takes a lot of effort. With email, we can go through all of you, we can create your feedback that way, and that makes it much easier for us to go do that way. Will a schedule be designed for us? And that is true. We will set up a first schedule, which is completing the syllabus, and then the revision is always personalized. That won't be like, not everyone is going to have the same revision. And so schedule will be designed for you. But the completing syllabus is going to be common. We need it to be common so that as we are taking weekly tests based on the syllabus, everyone is on the same page and you can see where you stand. By the way, this test is going to be difficult as everyone is preparing for the same plan and working hard. Uh, will there be a guidance on how to approach each subject and how to manage time? So I've already said we will be giving you guidance, but approaching a subject may vary quite a bit. We will see what kind of feedback we can give there. There will be some sessions, if you are not able to make progress, we may end up calling you, we may end up sitting with you to really figure out where things are going wrong. But that is on need basis. We will decide if we really need to connect to you one-to-one. It's not other way around. And we will do it if you are not able to make good progress, if we are getting stuck on certain things. We will make sure we work with you wherever possible to make things happen. Will we be given a timetable to complete syllabus? The fact is yes. You will be given time and the schedule to complete syllabus. Okay, do we have the next one? Right. Will there be new features around guidance? We are working on new features, but sadly, it won't be in time for you to start using. Next time around, even the study plan will become personalized. But right now, we have a standard study plan. Revisions are personalized, but not the study plan for now. What's the common or difference between free, premium, and droppers plan? Free and premium, we know very well. It's like in free, you get the newer free tier is you get 15% questions if you are prep DNA. It's very low, 20% if you're mediocre, 30% if you're in the top 70. And the rule is simple. If you do not take our app seriously, which is you are not preparing properly, then we won't give you that many questions free. So that is the free. In free, you do not have access to topic level practice. You do not have access to a lot of insights that really help you tweak, go through the loop. So free is pretty free, whatever you get from most of the apps will be free here. Premium is really you can do whatever I've just talked about in premium. You won't get the guidance, but everything else will be there in premium. And Dropper's plan is this guidance part added to it. We will work with you. We'll make sure not just you, but your parents are in the loop and they are keeping you honest on your preparation. Next, if I join Dropper's plan, can I get 680 plus? Look, we are not guaranteeing that, right? Our guarantee is more like something like, I think you said, top 94th percentile. That I think is 570 marks or so. But that is for everyone. Doesn't matter what your marks were in the previous NEET. If you are going to do, you already got more than 400, then we need to take you to around 600, and that is going to put you in top 98 percentile, I suppose. And by the way, if you are yourself strong already and you are working with us to make sure you keep that strength around, then you can as well be in top 100 too. That is literally on how strong you are coming in, how much committed you are. All we are saying is if you really do what we ask you to do, there's a minimum, and that is what we are guaranteeing. And you need to understand guarantees for everyone. If you think you are smarter, you will do much better than that. So that is what it is. We can't guarantee 680. It's not possible. If we did, then we are faking it out. In fact, we can't even guarantee if you are getting 200 marks. We can't guarantee top 98 percentile, because if we did that, we'll be telling a lie. whatever we are saying is, we know we can get you to that point if you work with us. And for different marks, it's like we have said already, for everyone, 96, 400 plus is going to be 98. So that is what we are trying to do. Next one is, will you guarantee 600 marks if I solve 55,000 questions? And we say no. Solving questions means nothing. In our pre-PG, which is NEET PG market, there are students who have solved 100,000 questions, 150,000 questions. And guess what? None of them got selected. And we are not surprised. We keep telling them solving questions means nothing. I always say it again, solving questions means nothing. Anyone says that, he is lying to you. It is the revision that means everything. You solve the question, you revise it, revise it to make sure you get it right, and then again revise it after a month, after 3 months. All your mistakes you keep revising. That is what gets you selected, not solving questions. I'll repeat it. Solving questions doesn't get you anything. Revising and fixing a mistake gets you the rank, not solving questions. Do you guarantee that, oh, by the way, here it's like 2022. Do you guarantee that all the questions in 2022 will be from Darwin app? No, we don't guarantee that. I hope the examiners who are making the test are not looking at our database. That would be incorrect from their side, and that will be wrong for us. We have no link with them. We don't want to have a link. All we are saying, the reason all questions come from our app is not because we have any tie-up. It's just because we have covered all the questions that can possibly be created in these subjects. Right? I'll repeat, the reason questions come from our app is we have gone through the subjects and we have created all the questions that are possible out there to that may come in exam, and that is how we know, are you ready for exam? That is what our prep game is built upon. That's what the guidance and everything will come up, is figuring out where you're weak and where you're strong in. So that's the submitted questions. I'll go through a few questions that I've received online. The question which we have already asked, the question is, sir, is dropper plan questions and premium questions are the same? Exactly, they are the same. There is no reason for us to have two different set of questions. As I said, dropper plan is not to give you legs up in terms of questions that you have. That cannot happen. We need to make sure everyone in premium gets the same set of questions. Dropper plan is to make sure we work with you so that you have the guidance and planning in place. If you are committed, you can do it yourself too. But in this case, we are making sure we keep you in line there. The second question is, sir, I already purchased premium subscription. Did I get Dropper's patch? No, you did not get the Dropper's patch. In fact, we debated among ourselves to say, should we give Dropper's patch to everyone who has purchased premium, or should we create a new one? And we decided we need to create new, because if you really want to be in Dropper's patch, you need to commit to it. By going premium, for every premium, the commitment is not there. That's the primary reason why we did it. And also to make sure there's a commitment, we increase the price a bit. Only reason is to make sure you are committed when you come to us. So the students who already have premium, do not have a dropper, did not upgrade to droppers, please contact us. We'll figure out how to get you upgraded. But droppers plan is a droppers plan, that is commitment based plan. We need your commitment there. Then the last one is, last day for subscriptions tomorrow. How much, how to take this in, give at least 5 days for subscription. So we are extending it by a week. We are taking all the discounts away because we had given you enough time. And remember, it's a literally race against time. If we extend it more than a week, we don't have time. The exams are pretty much around the corner. We have to complete the syllabus, do all those things. We really set this thing late. That's a fault on us. But sadly, we cannot keep extending it. We are extending only for a week from now, just to make sure anyone who missed it, do come to us. Now the question is coming up. There's someone asking over and over, how many students enrolled till now? I don't have the numbers, but I'll be honest. I don't think a lot of people can commit to us. The fact, I will also tell you this, is if 200 students come to us, they will not have discipline to go through. Only 100 or 75 will go through it. I'll tell you again, the most important thing is your discipline. If you think you have the discipline to get through it, only then join the Droppers plan. Once you join it, there's no, like, this plan does not have refund. And that is to make sure when you join it, you are disciplined on it. Once we start it, we are putting plans for you. We have people working with you. We are looking at your DNA to make sure you are doing the right thing. So the most important thing is think about it. Think, can you really study 9 to 10 hours a day for next 6 months, 8 months? Only then come to us. And by the way, you know the answer. If you don't even try to prepare for NEET, UG. Let's be honest. Selections do not happen by luck. There's some luck involved, but they do not happen purely by luck. You need to prepare for it, and that requires discipline. Last question is, from tonight we will remove, so where's the question? Yeah, when will the discount be removed? I think that's the one. And the answer is from tonight, we'll remove the discount. We'll only keep the last 1 week up there, just so that if you want to join, you can join. So that's the question I've gotten from my team. I'm just going through our feed right now. So this is an interesting one. Someone said most of the questions that came in NEET were added in July, August 2021. So the thing is, we are always adding questions, right? And if you see, when we add questions, we put the date and we are honest about it. When you see these are the questions that got repeated, we pick up the questions when they were last added. Right? There are many questions that are very similar to it. And when you practice our app, you will see there's a variation of same question coming 3 times, 4 times. And that happens because as we are getting more questions, there are too many questions to really go through. We keep adding questions. And then in here, when we say we found a match, the match is literally the best match. And the best match may have been added maybe 2 months back, 3 months back. But also realize, go to 2020, last year's exam. And there also we had a lot of questions come from our app. There's a big distinction between 2020 and 2021, which is biology. We really worked our biology upside down because we did not get 100% in 2020 from biology. And I can tell you how hard we worked on it. And maybe that's the reason why you saw quite a bit of questions there. But now biology is at a place where we can say we have covered every line of the book. So the thing is, are we expecting any NEET? Again, as I said, we are not connected to NEET. We don't want to be connected to them. We will have all the public information that's available to you. We will also get it. Our goal is to make you stronger, not to leak the paper. That we are not in the business. We are in business of making sure you study the right way. Irrespective of what kind of question paper comes up, you are ready for it. Even if they change the pattern the last day, you are ready for it. That is our goal, and that is what we are making you to prepare for. So essentially, there are new questions coming up. We'll try to answer them. Do send us feedback. The questions answered on our feedback channel, we will also try to answer them properly. I hope you got what you wanted with this session. And sorry for late start. It was a bug on my side. I sincerely apologize for it. I'll just try to take a few more questions and then I will call it a day. So the question is coming over and over. If I'm a premium plan member, how do I join Droppers Plan? You just send us an email. We'll set things up so that you can upgrade, or you can upgrade to Droppers Plan. Send us an email and we'll refund you whatever is required there. So again, asking about pattern is not good things for us. We do not know. We know exactly, as you know. And you should not worry about pattern. Why are you worrying about pattern? The questions are going to come from the syllabus. How does it make any difference from the pattern's perspective for you? It does not. So please do not focus on it. Whoever is focusing on it is thinking about shortcut in life, and shortcut doesn't help you. They are always a long cut. They will take you longer to finish. Just focus on the right thing. Do not think about pattern. NEET will come with a pattern whenever they will come up with it. We'll make sure our tests reflect it as soon as we know about them. But beyond that, don't worry about it. So there are these questions saying, sir, I'm a dropper. I've already joined the coaching. How does this plan work for me? This is a hard question for us. The thing is, you can join the plan and tell us that you are with the coaching and you give us their syllabus. But at the end of the day, we will only be able to help you in making sure are you preparing enough with our app. Mostly what we have seen is coaching centers don't like us. They don't like us because we remove. This is what I feel. By the way, a few really want us, and there are few who are working with us on their own guaranteed selection plan. I won't name them yet. Once we get the result for first year, then I'll name them. But they are experimenting working with us to say, can they use our syllabus, our methodology in their preparation to make sure students get selected. And we are working with them. We'll see. But what they will do is what we are asking your parents to do, which is keep you on the discipline, right? They will also have lectures, certainly, but again, we'll see if their plan is going to do better or our plan is going to do better. We'll see. But yeah. Anyways, I think we are out of time. Let me just check. Yes. By the way, we still have 10 minutes. It was a 1 hour session, so I think we covered well. If you have any questions, we'll take it. If not, I'll just wire. So the questions are coming up again about pattern over and over. Please do not focus on pattern. Doesn't help anyone. Right. So, okay. So that is all I have right now. If you have any more questions, please contact us on our feedback channel. I hope your parents are with you. If not, make sure you share that information with us. Without them, this journey is incomplete. We cannot make it work. I'll repeat it again. Without their support in keeping your discipline, this will not work. We need someone to make sure this thing works. The primary reason why online education doesn't work is because there is no one to keep you accountable. No one to make sure you are following the plan. We will make sure you are following the plan, but we need accountability, and that is your parents. Not anyone else, but your parents can do the best job. So please make sure they contact us, or you make them contact us. Without that, this doesn't work. Thank you for your time. We are working hard. We are working extremely hard. You can't even imagine to make you select. Our expectation is you do the same. Thank you again. Bye-bye. See you.